Nagabenta ki khubor baman kasngi pet but subscribe ya u antor news ki khubor bam ta kasngi hagani ka juk balasun sha daga digital barka technology ka jingbam tip ba ka jingko abrai jungki pat ba kala banwanra e ka jingmen saw la da omdan ka jing pynshlur ban sngo tho ba ya ka pisa tingka ka jinglong shania haki app ki bashngan ka jingyarap na ki bank insurance bat ki la digital siu pisa kom ka UPI ki di ki maujam ki bapen poi sha kalawe ka ba khoj bar ka balan na ka jingthong bar ka jing feel ha ka kam pisa ha ka juk kapor ka Bajaj Finance ka balong ka way na ki company ba hetam ha ka kam ai jingyarap pisa ha ka ri Kalapin I ya ka jingyatali ha ka kampen roy pisa da ka ba shakri hadu shipho point ru phosan klur ngut ki nong thien lingba ki saw hajar shi spa khandai pu artli ki jaka trekam ka app bat ka website jangka ka ai jingyarap lingba ki ram ba pher ki lat siu pisa jingbe tingka bat ru ki lat jingyada insurance hadu usne mang tingka ar hajar arpsan kalapin rung palat arpnriu million ngut ki nong thiet bathamai ki balayo jingmentoi na ki scheme airam bapura kani ka kenthup banthiet ika ying ningkong kali arshaka ne bannej sumar
keep on updating and issuing advisories for people who are on social media. Then your question regarding the ones who are in the rural areas not using mobile phones. For that, we have collaborated with a number of NGOs, 2-3 based in Shillong, some in Garo Hills as well. So in tie-up with them, we have workshops at the rural areas also. Some of the workshops have been happening in the past month in Shillong and in various other areas as well. So I can say our offline awareness sessions are much more than what we conduct online. So on an average, every week we are conducting 3 awareness sessions. So as I speak today, one of the awareness session is also going on. One of our officers, he is deputed for undertaking awareness sessions. So these offline sessions are much more effective because just by giving advisories, as you said rightly, not everybody is having access to that, but we are trying to reach to the end, to the common people through offline. And there is another
that it is not about that only just one knows how to count money, whether 20 rupees, 30 rupees or 10 rupees a coin or a bundle. That our forefathers also used to do, who never gone to school. I used to see one of my grannies. I have 10 rupees. I kept there below the roof of the house. That time thatch house, no? Inside they used to keep. That is the savings mode. When there is any crisis, one take.
which is very easy, very cheap. That means something is wrong. So that is one flag. If you are not doing anything, just generating money like that from the air, except for banks, nothing, no one can generate money from air. So that is another principle. Then we should also have literacy about markets. These are just a few of the institutions that Sir has talked about, the banks. The important thing where we are seeing the majority of the frauds are in the markets. There is a hype since last 20-30 years that markets give highest returns. But to realize that returns, we should understand what we are doing. If you don't understand, if you don't know the principle and you are just simply investing, that is a risk factor there. So in finance partial, there is a parlance called the higher the risk, the higher the returns. It goes both ways. If you are putting your money into an asset which you know that it is high risk, will definitely give you high returns. But the other way around is, if somebody comes and tells you we are giving you 20%, 30%, some people giving you 100% returns on monthly basis, then you can be sure your risk is also 100%. It is 100% fraud. Then it is not just understanding of these financial instruments. Nowadays, finance always comes with technology. The reason why I am here as SP Cyber is finance is now heavily interlinked with technology. All of our financial institutions, all our financial instruments are now available on the click of a button from our mobile phones. So that is a power given to all of the citizens. Today India is the largest, is at the frontier of the fintech sector. Our UPI is the best in the world. At the click of a button we can transfer money to anybody. But with power comes responsibility, and if we don't exercise it with responsibility, we are going to see some damages, which I will talk about later. So technology, with mobile phone you are having applications, you are having UPI, you are having insurance applications, you are having mutual fund investment applications. Similarly, like genuine applications, we have fraudulent applications. How to identify that I will talk about. So considering I have complaints that we have received on our online portal, which is National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. The URL is cybercrime.gov.in. Invariably, almost 90% of the complaints are investment, whether it is application, whether it is by person, somebody calling you, it may be by phone, maybe on internet. I will give you one example. In the past few months we had, not take the name, as and when we discover these kind of applications, we are releasing advisories, and on our social media platform we are naming those platforms that these are fake, please don't invest. So there are 2-3 applications, DAI, then PSA Group, in the recent Look is another investment apps. How do they work? There is no any business model of this kind of application. If I can simplify it in one line, it is simply a multi-level marketing scheme. At some point of the time the scheme bursts, and that is when people come and report to us. So for one of the apps that approached by someone through advertisement on Telegram, somebody he knew, or maybe from the Facebook advertisement, he got added to a Telegram group which was named as Stock Market Investment Advice. Okay, for some time he was getting advice about the real stocks. After some days he got one advice that okay, there is one application where if you invest it will give you very good returns. He installed that application on his phone, his wife's phone. He invested, he got initially good returns, 10%, 20%. Then the person who were operating that application, they told, since you are earning money, it is a very good thing that you should tell about this thing to your friends and family. So then they said, we will tell you how to advertise, how to market it. They invited him to good hotels in Shillong, Guwahati. They used to do meetings there. Invited him, told them about how to go about. He was asked to create multiple WhatsApp groups to add his family members, and also he was told that whatever the other persons will invest, you will get a certain percentage as returns to you as well. So here you can see it's going into the multi-level marketing thing. He added a lot of people into his group. The same thing, what he was told, he told the other persons, okay, now you also ask other persons to invest, and like that within Meghalaya there were thousands of people who were in this network. Then suddenly after some time, people initially they were getting good returns, 10%. Some people who had invested 1,000 rupees, because when you are new to a app, we all are aware that there are certain kind of fraudulent apps. But if you are getting returns in real time, you are investing 1,000 rupees and you are getting 100 rupees within a month. Slowly you build trust in that application. So that same thing happened. It went on for a few months. After few months, people invested a lot of money and they were not able to withdraw. At that time, they started contacting those customer care of the application. No response, nothing. Then they went to that person who introduced them to this application. He also said, I am also facing the same issue. When this thing became viral on their groups that they are not able to withdraw the money, the person who was the admin of the group or who was introducing them to the groups, he exited the groups and he left. So now with all these thousands of people, they have invested money, all the money gone, they don't have anyone to catch. Then all of them, they reported the complaints on National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. We had initiated the investigation and we got hold of that person who initially started this in Meghalaya. But again, it is not him that is the mastermind. We should understand that this kind of applications, and it is not just one application, they will create another application just by changing the name. So what is the factor, or what is the telltale signs that we should understand here that this is a fake or a genuine investment application? And the rural areas through our partner NGOs. Then it's a cat and mouse game, so it's a work in progress. We can never claim that we are fully skilled, and we can never say that we don't have the skills. We do what we have to do, but again, there is always a scope for improvement. There is always a scope for addition of technology, addition of manpower. So that is there. But as of today, like as you asked the question, manpower, yes, it is a challenge, and this challenge is not just in Meghalaya. Across the states, this is a challenge. Technologically, we are fully equipped, because for investigation, what all technology is required, it is there with us. What all authority is required to obtain the data, the legal processes are there in the place. All the nodals have been notified in the state of Meghalaya, and as and when information is required in the investigations, we are able to obtain them on time. So vis-a-vis investigation, we are fully equipped.